Hello and welcome to Red Wilson Field for YD Red Sox baseball on the Cape Cod Broadcasting Network. Carlo Jimenez alongside Sam Lebowitz as we welcome you to windy South Dennis, where the YD Red Sox look to take on the 3-2 Harwich Mariners for their second win of 2022. The Mariners come off a 4-1 loss to the Bourne Braves yesterday at home. They make their first trip to Red Wilson Field looking to ignite their offense that scored just 3 runs over the last 2 games. The Mariners have 2 Team USA invites in their lineup, and they'll try to use the short fences at Red Wilson to their advantage. On the flip side, the YD Red Sox come off their first win of the 2022 season with a 5-4 victory over Orleans yesterday, a game in which the Red Sox held a 3-run lead going into the final frame, but Orleans was able to rattle off 3 in a row, and Owen Hackman stranded the bases loaded after walking in the tying run. It was then that YD's offense had to get it done, and with 2 outs and Luke Schliger on second base, Mike Bovey laced a base hit into center field to secure the win for YD. The Red Sox look to continue their momentum tonight. It's a rematch with the Harwich Mariners 2 days later for the YD Red Sox as they look to grab a win number 2 here at home. First pitch is coming up next here on the Cape Cod Broadcasting Network. Well, we welcome in Sam Lebowitz. Sam, a YD team that, while it looked maybe wouldn't happen last night after they took a 4-1 lead, surrendered it in the top of the ninth, able to come away with the win. How do you build on that momentum in here today against another East opponent?
Well, you get rid of the goose egg that's in that win column for the Red Sox. You get that first win under your belt. Pressure's off now. Now you can just go play baseball and rack them up.
We will step aside for the national anthem and be back with the starting lineups here on the Cape Cod Broadcasting Network.
Junior, Miss Alexa Cohen.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A beautiful national anthem sung here today. Putting on a fundraiser for Alzheimer's. About 20 or so folks at the mound. They'll be throwing out the honorary first pitch. Well, let's get to the starting lineups for these 2 teams. It's round 2 between YD and Harwich, and we'll start with the lineup for the visitors. The junior out of Kansas State, Nick Goodwin, leads things off. Senior from Pitt, Tatum Levins, will be catching and hitting second. Kyle T., the center fielder from Virginia, batting third. Brock Wilkin, the USA invite and last year's Cape Cod League MVP. Bats cleanup. Joe Vetrano, the lefty from Boston College, bats fifth. The other Team USA invite, Jake Geloff out of Virginia, bats sixth. 7-8-9, it's Gino Groover, the junior from NC State. Kenny Lavari, the junior from Old Dominion. And Danny Corona, bats nice, the sophomore from Wake Forest. Second time this season that YD puts Jared Lyons out as their starting pitcher. Lions, who appeared against Orleans on opening night through 3 innings, didn't give up a hit, Sam. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He was fantastic, and he's going to be looking to build off of that against Harwich.
Yeah, that's right, Carlo. You're going to get a lot of breaking balls from Jared Lyons, who in that outing against Orleans looked like he was throwing up there about 4 out of 5 pitches were sliders. He was throwing a lot of those sliders, and it was working. He looked fantastic at Eldridge Park.
YD in their home white uniforms with the YD logo on the right side, numbers on the left, just above the belt, the white pants, and the blue stripes underneath the obliques. Same uniforms we saw as yesterday, and the laundry crew was up at work last night making sure they're white here today. The defense for this YD team, well, we have a little bit of time. Why don't we give it to you now? Stand out to you?
Yeah, I would say that the new left fielder for the Red Sox is a bit of a head turner. When we got the lineup in front of us today, we thought Luke Slater's playing left. Well, he didn't tell us that he was capable of playing left. We went and we asked him, and he told us that the last time that he played the outfield was Little League, a guy who's primarily, really only caught throughout the high school and college. He's played a little bit of second base in that span as well, but really a primary catcher. He's out in the corner, out in the tank.
Schliger said to us pregame he's going to try to put on a show, whatever that means. Harwich is wearing the gray pants with the navy socks. They are striped in red. Navy tops with the numbers on the back in red, outlined in white, the flag just above them of the United States, and then Harwich across the chest in red, outlined in white as well. Here we go, YD and Harwich round 2. The last time these two teams faced off, Harwich able to come away with a 2-1 victory. That was at White House Field on Thursday. A YD team that struggled to get the offense going and then put up 5 runs, a season high yesterday. We'll see if they can do it again here today. It starts with the right-handed bat of Nick Goodwin facing Jared Lyons. Thanks so much for joining us. YD Baseball coming at you as the wind blows out to right. Sparse clouds across the sky. Lyons peeks over the top of the glove and is set, working from the middle of the rubber. First pitch. Fastball misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes here to Nick Goodwin. Goodwin was 2 for 2 against YD on Thursday, 1-0. And he swings and cranks this one foul on the right field line. The count 1 ball and 1 strike. Took a walk as well and picked up an RBI, one of 2 multi-hit games for the kid from Kansas State. Lyons kicks 1-1. Curveball. Misses off the outer edge. 2 balls and a strike. Umpires here today, it's Jeffrey Merzel behind the plate, James Fonseca at first, and Ruby Firmbach at third. Now beyond, nobody out. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The wind about 10 miles an hour, and bad news, it's only supposed to get worse. Gusting out to right. When you're on Cape, you're going to get those ocean winds. And that's what we're getting here at YD. 2-2 is a fastball above the zone. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Coaches on the left and the right side of the field for Harwich with the sweatshirts on. Not a lot of guys wearing the undershirt today. Lions with a full count to the leadoff hitter. Here it comes. Fastball high. And Nick Goodwin works a walk to begin the ball game. Here in a scoreless top of the first inning, up comes Tatum Levens.
Now batting, line catcher number 2 from Pitt, Tatum Levens.
Levens, the left-handed bat. 5 lefties in this lineup for Harwich. We're going to see 2 of them back-to-back here. Catcher from Pitt who hit .321 at Pitt this past season. 16 home runs, 53 RBIs. He takes a practice swing in that bright red helmet, steps his left foot into the white box, and now is right. Lyons looks on with his jersey blowing in the wind. Goodwin at first. With nobody out, Lyons checks over his left shoulder, deals. And a curveball catches the inside part of the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Goodwin stole 6 bases this past year with Kansas State. He's got a pretty healthy lead over there at first. Lyons looks like he's from the stretch. He exhales, and an 0-1. Hit softly on the ground to first, scooped up by the first baseman, Caden Connor. He looks at second, sees there's no play, spins over his right shoulder, and taps on the bag as he beats Levens there in a foot race. A productive out for Tatum Levens moves Nick Goodwin into scoring position with 1 away for Kyle Teal. So an opportunity for Harwich to get on the board early. Again, they only needed 2 runs in the last game these 2 teams played. YD looking for revenge today, trying to win 2 in a row after picking up their first win 24 hours ago. Another left-handed bat, and the junior from Virginia. Here it comes, first pitch. Swinging a foul under the screen down the line. Fans are out and about on this Saturday afternoon, pulling their lawn chairs up. Some trying to find the sun, others looking for the shade. The bleachers are pretty much full down that left field line. Wind blowing strongly from left to right. The oversized uniforms of the YD Red Sox blowing with it. Lions 0-1. Curveball misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike, says Jeffrey Merzel. Harwich 3-2 on the season. They have not lost 2 in a row. 2 of their 3 wins coming against Falmouth, the other against YD, 1-1. Curveball doesn't break as it misses up and away. 2 balls and a strike. Here to Kyle Teal. Teal from New Jersey. 1 hit so far this season. Here's a snapback throw to second. Scooping it up is the shortstop Haas. He doesn't apply a tag to Goodwin, who is the go-ahead run in the top of the first. No score, 1 out. 2 balls and a strike. Here to Kyle Teal. Guy who was named the Greenville All-Regional Team for the Cavaliers. Hitting .364. Runner goes, 2-1. Is a fastball high. Throw on to third. The tag not in time. Goodwin steals a bag, his first of the summer. He just had 6 stolen bases with Kansas State, and he's got 1 here as he moves into third. And now the sacrifice fly. An opportunity to score a run here for Kyle Teal with a 3-1 count. The infield's coming in. Everybody with their toes on the infield grass. Jared Lyons looking to avoid giving up a run in the visitor half of the first. 3-1. Teal taps one back to the screen. Just gets under that. And the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. A YD team that hasn't had the lead a whole lot this season. Led most of the way yesterday. But before the win against Orleans, they had led for an inning. Lyons looks on. The righty stares at Goodwin at third with 1 out. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul tip into the glove of Gonzalez. And there's a strikeout for Jared Lyons on the curveball. Up comes Brock Wilkin with a runner at third and 2 away.
We mentioned, Carlo, how much of a weapon that breaking ball is for Jared Lyons. They're a 3-2 curveball. It's always gutsy when guys are able to throw that breaking ball in counts, like full counts, and trusting it, but with the open base there, going to it and getting one in towards the back foot of the left-handed hitting Teal, that was dirty.
Well, now all Jared Lyons has to do is retire the youngest Cape Cod MVP in history, and that's the righty Brock Wilkin. Back with Harwich this year, opening offering, and Wilkin fouls one straight back as he gets under a fastball. Brock still looking for his first hit of 2022. He is 0 for 4, was 0 for 3 against YD on Thursday, and then came in to pinch hit against Bourne. In 2 at-bats, walked and struck out. Goodwin leads at third. He is the go-ahead run in the top of the first. No score, 2 gone, 0-1. Fastball high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Brock Wilkin, a all-tournament ACC selection. His uncle Chris reached AAA and was his high school coach at Bloomingdale High School, so Wilkin has some pro experience into the bloodline. 1-1. It's a changeup that misses above the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Exploded his freshman year for Wake Forest. This last year hitting .272, 77 runs batted in. He was an RBI machine. Rests the bat on the right shoulder. Goodwin leads at third. 2-1. He looks at a slider that misses low and away. The sky scattered with clouds. No threat for rain, but a lot of wind. Sun is out, about 65 degrees on this Saturday afternoon. YD looking for back-to-back wins for the first time in the summer of 2022. Runner at third, 2 outs. 3-1. Swinging a tapper back to the pitcher, Lions. He'll glove it, letters high, loft one to first. Wilkin is retired, and that does it. A leadoff walk, but YD able to work around as Jared Lyons retires the next 3 batters and leaves the runner stranded at third. We head to the bottom of the first at Red Wilson Field. No score between YD and Harwich.
Red Sox baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball Network is brought to you by T-Mobile. T-Mobile is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more. Carlo, why don't you take us through the bottom of the first?
Thank you so much, Sam Lebowitz. Appreciate the read, as always. No score, bottom of the first inning coming your way. Here's how the YD Red Sox line up. It starts with Luke facing Noah Dean, making his second start of the season for the Harwich Mariners. The left-handed pitcher out of Old Dominion with a bright blue glove on his right arm digs in to face the lefty hitting Schligler as we begin the bottom of the first. Opening out for him, Schligler chases a fastball high. On the count, no balls and 1 strike.
And you're going to get a lot of that with Noah Dean. Lots and lots of fastballs. A guy who's primarily out of the bullpen for ODU. 80% fastballs, just thereabout.
0-1. Schligler chases another fastball. No balls and 2 strikes. We saw.
And the book on Dean is that it's not only a lot of fastballs, it's good fastballs. He can run it up towards 97 miles an hour, and it's got good life through the strike zone.
From the third base side of the rubber, 0-2. Well above the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sam, we saw this YD team working with a pitching machine during batting practice. Mike Bovey said, well, according to the coaching staff, their starter throws fast, and he's throwing fast. 3 straight fastballs. Here's the 1-2. Another fastball. Schligler catches up to it as he bounces it foul over to where Cole Carrig is getting some warm-up hacks in. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. No score. Bottom of the first inning. YD looking for a little bit of revenge after falling to Harwich on Thursday. Here on Saturday afternoon, trying to take back a win at home. 1-2. Schligler ropes one into left field, a base hit. Luke finds the fastball, and YD with a runner at first to begin the bottom of the first for Cole Carrig, the center fielder. Good piece of hitting there by Schligler.
And what an addition to this lineup Luke's been. He just keeps getting on base on and on and on. It feels like every time that his spot in the lineup comes across, he's always getting on base. Got on base 3 times yesterday. Got on base 3 times his debut against Harwich. Gets on base to lead off again.
So here's the righty Carrick. First pitch, he shows bunt, pulls it back. The ball bounces out of the glove of Levens, the catcher. We'll get you the rest of the defense as Levens lofts it back to the pitcher. And staying at first is Schliger. Vetrano is at first, Corona at second. Nick Goodwin, that is, at shortstop. Kenny Lavari at third. In right field, Jake Jeloff. In center, Teal. And in left, Gino Groover. Wind gusting out into right. Dean looks at first, deals the 1-0 home, and Carrick golfs one down the right field line. Drifting in foul territory, Vetrano, the first baseman, gives it a look, but we'll watch 5 or 6 kids race after it. And so the count, 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 on, and nobody out. YD trying to bring Luke Schliger home after Harwich stranded their leadoff man, who reached in the top of the first. Carrick choking up on the bat. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball well above the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Noah Dean, you mentioned that high velocity, Sam, but doesn't have a whole lot of experience starting. In fact, didn't start this last year with Old Dominion. And one thing that our scout guys noticed is that he takes a couple of ticks off the fastball, trying to stay out there for longer than 2 innings, like a regular reliever would. 2-1. Carrick rifles one foul straight back. The count levels 2 balls, 2 strikes as home plate umpire Jeffrey Merzel is going to toss the ball back to the pitcher, Dean.
Right, Carlo. 42 appearances over 3 seasons at ODU, has not started a game. He did start on opening day for Harwich, but only went an inning and 2/3. Maybe more of an opener situation here. Curious to see just how long he goes.
There is already somebody getting warm in that bullpen for Harwich. 2-2. That ball gets behind the catcher, Levens, and bounces off the chain link fence straight behind him. On to second goes Schliger on the wild pitch, and all of a sudden, YD with a runner in scoring position and a full count here to Cole Carey. So the Red Sox beneficiary of the wild pitch from Dean. Dean just threw 6 wild pitches in his 26 innings this past year at Old Dominion. That bright blue glove on his right arm. 3-2 to Carrick. And Cole lives to see another pitch as he rifles one back behind us onto the parking lot. Or hopefully you didn't park too close if you're listening to us and here today. Thanks so much for spending your Saturday afternoon. Cape Cod Broadcast Network, Carlo Jimenez, Sam Lebowitz, bringing you Game 6 of the season for the YD Red Sox. Schliger at second with a healthy lead. 3 balls and 2 strikes the pitch. Look out. Did that clip Carrick? It did. On the backside, he'll take the bruise and the base. And there's 2 on and nobody out. With the YD Red Sox, up comes the hero from last night, Mike Bovee. Bovee, a walk-off single into center field to score Schliger from second. In the bottom of the 9th yesterday. At Omaha, they call him Barrel Mike. And Sam, it was funny talking to Mike after the game. He said, yeah, that's kind of what I do.
It's kind of his thing, the walk-off. He had a couple of this season for Nebraska Omaha. If you looked at our Twitter mentions, some of the Nebraska people who were lighting up our tweet were saying, ho hum.
First pitch to the lefty, and Bovee looks at a fastball that drops into the zone for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike.
He just hits, and he hits the ball hard, and he's been off to a very, very strong start for the Red Sox this season, hitting over 350 even after a 1-for-5 last night, but obviously turned his day around with that walk-off in his final at-bat.
Carrick at first, lefty on lefty, 0-1. Bovee looks at a fastball away. No score. We are in the bottom of the first inning. Schliger singled into left. He reached second on a wild pitch. Carrick was hit by a pitch. And YD looking to draw first blood at Red Wilson Field in front of a good-sized crowd here in mid-June. Dean looks at first. The lefty staring down Carrick. Looks in, 1-1. Bovee checks his swing and takes a strike. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2. Mike, who says his approach at the plate is just doesn't try to do too much. Tries to see a good pitch Swing it stuff in the zone, not overcomplicate things. 2 on, nobody out. 1-2 count to Bovee. Here it comes. And that gets him in on the right arm. Mike Bovee takes first base. Back-to-back hitters hit by pitches by Noah Dean. And before you can blink, YD has the bases loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the first. For the most powerful man in the lineup, it's Luke Franzoni.
First one barely clipped Carrick. That one got a good piece of Mike, but I think it hit right off of the elbow guard that he had on that front elbow. None the worse there for Mike.
Well, if you're going to take a pitch, on the elbow guard isn't a bad spot. As now a meeting on the mound here for Harwich, trying to talk things over. An opportunity for YD. Schliger at third, Carey at second, Bovee at first. Great speed at third and second base. Bovee with decent speed at first, and Luke Franzoni, who has made loud contact twice already this season with 2 home runs, coming off a 3-hit day yesterday, breaking his 0 for 5 mini streak, including a big fly. Digs in, lefty on righty, bases loaded, nobody out, no score between YD and Harwich. First pitch. Fastball misses low, 1 ball and no strikes to Franzoni. Levens has been active behind the plate for Harwich. Already has seen 1 ball go in between his wickets. Only 1 hit, but 3 on after 2 batters have been hit by a pitch. 1-0. That ball's low and in, and Levens sliding around back there. Moves to his left using the chest protector. And doing a good job to keep this a scoreless game right now. 2 balls and no strikes to Franzoni.
Dean walked hit by pitch. He hit just 4 batters this year for Old Dominion, but he did walk quite a few guys. He walked more than 5.5 batters per 9. So the command an issue for Dean.
Big 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Franzoni takes ball 3. Thigh high, misses inside. A fastball can't draw the plate. And now nowhere to put Luke Franzoni, and 3 balls and no strikes to a guy who finished second in college baseball with 29 home runs. Schliger at third. Carey gets second. Bovee at first. 3-0. It's a strike at the knees. 3 balls and 1 strike. A windy day, but sunny. And we'll take it after the rain yesterday at Red Wilson Field.
You'd think in a 3-1 spot, guy who throws a lot of fastballs, this is a big pitch.
Here it comes, 3-1. Franzoni with a half swing, and he takes strike 2. Count runs full.
That's just not a good approach there by Luke in a 3-1 count with the bases loaded, nobody out. Got to be looking in 1 spot and 1 spot only for a pitch that you can crush. And a little half-hearted, they call that kind of swing a sword.
Bases loaded, nobody out, bottom 1. No score, 3-2. Franzoni ropes 1 foul, third base side. Schliger has to jump out of the way in foul territory, smartly enough, so if that ball does hit him, technically he's not out. And right there next to him, Coach Pickler, also dodging the hard hit ball from Franzoni. YD has struggled leaving runners in scoring position and on base early this season. And they capitalize with the bases loaded. 3-2. Ball 4 up and away. Franzoni jogs down to first. Coming home with a free pass and collecting a run is Luke Schliger. It's 1-0. YD leads here in the bottom of the first. Base is still loaded and still nobody out. Now in steps Johnny Long, who also hit a home run yesterday. Right-handed batter to face the lefty Dean. Carried at third, Bovee at second. First pitch, Long looks at a fastball that misses up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. And right now, Noah Dean just trying to figure out some way to find the strike zone. Bases loaded, nobody out, 1-0. The 1-0. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Harwich, Sam, had a similar situation yesterday. They had the bases loaded and nobody out in the 4th against Bourne. Lost that one 4-1, only bringing in 1 run. Here's the 1-1. Oh, look out. Long has to do a little salsa dancing as he gets out of the way. Low and in. It bounces in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. And so this is a Harwich team that knows you can get out of this situation with only a couple runs of damage. That's a big win. Dean still yet to record it out. Walked Schliger, hit Kerrigan Bovey, and then walked Franzoni on a full count. Long stares on. Nobody out. 2-1. The pitch. Roped foul, third base side. The count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Somebody is getting warm in that Harwich pen, throwing around. Again, Dean did not start a game at Old Dominion. Starting for the 2nd time for Harwich. He started opening day, went just an inning and 2/3. Faced 10 batters. 1-0 YD over Harwich. Here's the 2-2. Fastball above the zone, and another full count with the bases loaded. Last time he missed with a fastball up and away, and brought in another run. We'll see if YD can take another free pass. Long stares on, bat resting on his right shoulder. Dean exhales. 3-2. Misses inside. Did that clip him? Well, whether it clipped him or missed, it doesn't matter. It's another run for YD. Carrig comes in, and the base is loaded still. Another free run for the Red Sox, who now lead 2-0 with 1 hit. The base is loaded and nobody out, and this might be it for Dean. See how they score that. I thought maybe Long got clipped.
It sounded like there may have been contact, yeah. But the indication from Delaney, the home plate umpire, or excuse me, the home plate umpire Merzel, couldn't quite tell.
According to the official score, it was a hit by a pitch. So 3 players have been hit by a pitch, and Noah Dean, not happy, is going to go to the dugout. He gives up a single, hits 3 batters, and walks 1. Bases loaded, nobody out, 2-0 YD. Here in the bottom of the 1st inning, we'll be right back as a new pitcher comes out to the mound for Harwich in the bottom of the 1st. We welcome you back to Red Wilson Field, where the YD Red Sox have 1 hit. They haven't been retired, and yet they have 2 runs on the board. It's over for Noah Dean in this one. He faces 5 batters, does not record an out, hits 3 batters, and walks 1. The lone hit he gives up to the leadoff man, Schliger, who came around to score. And a new pitcher on the mound for this Harwich Mariners team. It's Andrew Ronnie out of Athens, Tennessee, an East Tennessee State product who's pitched once before this season. In the opener, 2 innings against Falmouth, gave up 1 earned run, 3 hits, struck out 3 in the 10 batters he faced. A 2.97 ERA for the righty as he faces Caden Connor to begin things for YD. Sam, the Red Sox have been gifted a couple of runs, but you got to imagine they really want to blow this one open, put up a crooked number in the bottom of the 1st.
Yeah, lots of baseball left in this one, but 2 already on the board, bases loaded, nobody out. You got a really, really big chance to put a massive crooked number up on the board early, something that the Red Sox haven't really done in any inning so far this year.
Most runs they've had in a single frame is 2. They have 2 right now. First pitch to Connor. He lifts one down the left field line. Foul. It's the left-handed batter in the hole. No balls and 1 strike. Nobody out. At third is Mike Bovey. He was hit by a pitch. At second, Luke Franzoni. He was walked. And at first, Johnny Long. He was also hit by a pitch. Trainers might want to grab some extra ice. Guy's taking a lot of bruises early. Working from the first base side of the rubber, Ronnie, a tall 6'3". 0-1 is a fastball that misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, a good sign for this YD team facing a Harwich team that has struggled offensively in their last 3 games. Just 3 total runs in the last 18 innings for the Mariners. Here's the 1-1 from Ronnie. And Connor slices one foul down the left field line. Wind still blowing strong out to right. As Ronnie takes off his cap, adjusts his hair, and steps back onto the mound. His Harwich navy blue uniform flaps across his chest. Caden Connor in the batter's box from Cal State Fullerton taps the plate twice, leans back, and looks towards Ronnie. 3 ducks on the pond, nobody out. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a looper into left field, a base hit. Caden Connor brings home Mike Bovey as everybody moves up 90 feet. An RBI knock for the junior from Cal State Fullerton, and it is 3-0 YD in the bottom of the first.
Now batting, playing shortstop, number 2.
Looked like Sammy might have gotten a fastball and just poked it out to left.
Just a little maybe off the end of the bat going right with that pitch, but the shortstop was shaded up the middle, lots of space between second and third. Just poked it that way.
So, still no outs on the board, and 3 runs have touched home plate. It's Hunter Haas's turn, the 7th hitter in the lineup. Right into batter looks, first pitch. Fastball catches the inside part of the zone. No balls and 1 strike from Ronnie. Ronnie, who was a bullpen guy for East Tennessee, 18 appearances out of the pen, and the best ERA, 0-1. Curveball catches low and away. No balls and 2 strikes. Did struggle a little bit with walks in 33 innings, walked 18 guys and struck out 31, but only gave up 5 extra base hits. 0-2. Swing and a miss on a curveball. In the count. That does it for Hunter Haas. First out of this bottom of the first is a strikeout by Ronnie. And in stands Fernando Gonzalez. Franzoni at third, Long at second, Caden Connor at first. That is the only RBI hit of the inning. 3-0 YD leads. 2 of the runs have been walked in. First pitch to the ready, and Gonzalez taps one just off the end of the bat. Foul. Would have easily been 2. Levens picked up the ball with the bare hand. The catcher then stepped on home plate and was ready to gun one to first. But instead, keep the 1 out on the board, keep all the base runners on the base paths, and it's an 0-1 count here to the junior from Georgia. A guy who is still searching for that first hit of the summer. He's 0 for 8. First base side, 0-1 from Ronnie. As Gonzalez swings, sends one into center field. A little blooper lands for a base hit. Coming home is Franzoni. Another RBI for YD. This one off the bat of Fernando Gonzalez. His first hit of the summer brings home a run, and the Red Sox with 4 in the bottom of the first over the Harwich Mariners. Base is still loaded as Long stops at third on the soft hit fly ball to center. And here is the 9-hole hitter. YD has officially batted around. It's Gunnar Goldsmith.
Depends on your definition of batting around. Some guys think that it's if you get to the top of the order again, if the 10th guy bats in the inning. I don't know where you stand on that.
I don't have many strong opinions on it. Goldsmith grounds one up the middle. Second baseman Corona flips to the bag at second. Throw to first, gets by the first baseman Ventrano. Run comes in Long, and another will follow after the throwing error from the shortstop Goodwin. On a fielder's choice to first, a run comes home, and another on the air. It's now 6-0. YD leads. The Red Sox had not put up 6 runs in a single game all season. They've done it here in the first.
There's your crooked number. A lot of baseball left, but A 6-0 first inning lead will certainly make you feel better about things the rest of the way.
Now here's the leadoff man, Luke Schliger, a left-handed batter who calls for time. 2 gone as Gonzalez was out trying to advance second. On at second is Gunnar Goldsmith. First pitch to Schliger. He taps it towards first, scooped up by the first baseman Vetrano, who steps on the bag, and that ends the inning. 10 batters come to the plate for YD. 3 hits, 1 left on, 6 runs come across, and the Red Sox have a 6-0 lead through a frame. We head to the second. YD with a commanding grasp on this game.
Red Sox baseball brought to you by Cape Cod Veterinary. Cape Cod Veterinary Specialists offer premier emergency and specialty care for your pet when it matters most. Located in Buzzards Bay and Dennis. Learn more at CapeCodVetSpecialist.com. That's CapeCodVetSpecialist.com. Carlo?
Appreciate it, Sam. Well, hope you didn't miss the first inning. The YD Red Sox put up 6 runs on the board as we head to the top of the second. It's Joe Vetrano, the left-handed batter, facing Jared Lyons. First pitch. Vetrano hits one sharply on the ground to first. Backhanded by the first baseman, Connor. He'll go to the bag himself, beats Vetrano out in a foot race, and Jared Lyons, who waited 25 minutes to get back on the mound, takes all of 1 pitch to record the first out at the top of the second inning.
We saw him out in the Red Sox bullpen throwing some warm-up pitches to stay loose while his team gave him 6 runs of support. Pretty good day to be Jared Lyons.
Jake Geloff digs in, the junior from Virginia, batting out of the 6th spot with the bases empty and 1 out, 6-0 YD. First pitch, curveball well above the zone. It pops out of the glove of the catcher Gonzalez. Wind still gusting, but not as hard as earlier. Although right now, Jared Lyons' pants look like they're filled up with wind. Everything a little extra large. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses up and away. 2 balls and no strikes on these YD players. Some guys have said, hey, we like the tighter uniforms. But right now, it looks like Jared Lyons is wearing inflatable pants tucked into the socks. He kicks 2-0. And a swing and a foul on the right field line. 2 balls and a strike. Sam, do we think that helps Jared?
Sure. I'm not sure that it matters all too much. I mean, if he's more comfortable on the mound, if it helps him, then it helps him.
All right. Here comes the 2-1. Fastball just misses up and away. Long hold from the catcher Gonzalez, but it doesn't entice Jeffrey Merzel, home plate umpire. 3 balls and a strike with 1 out and the bases empty. At the top of the second, it is 6-0 YD. 3-1. Tapper, right side of the infield. Gunnar Goldsmith is there. He waits for it. The second baseman picks it up, lofts to first, 2 away. A YD team, Sam, that had scored 5 runs in a game yesterday, which was the most ever. They put 6 in the first inning. An offense we talked about struggled, leaving guys on base. They had the bases loaded multiple times in that bottom of the first and only left 1 on the base pass. Got to feel good.
Yeah, did it without the benefit of an extra base hit, just kind of a next guy up mentality, a conveyor belt offense, as you might hear. Guys who just, they come up, everyone does their job, gets a run across, pushes everyone up 90.
Righty Gino Groover likes the first pitch, puts it on 2 hops to the shortstop Hunter Haas. Gloves it head high, guns one to first, and that does it. Walking off the mound with that inflatable-looking jersey, Jared Lyons retires 3 in a row as he faces the minimum in the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the inning, 6-0. YD leads midway through 2 at Red Wilson Field. As a proud sponsor of Cape Cod Baseball League, the Mass State Lottery is celebrating the games we love, playing from the baseball diamond to many lottery games that help support all 351 cities and towns across the Commonwealth. So here's to 50 years of winning and 50 more. Carlo Jimenez with Sam Lebowitz. Bottom of the second inning coming your way on the Cape Cod Baseball Network, and the YD Red Sox with a 6 spot in the bottom of the first have a 6-0 lead. It will be Andrew Ronnie, who came in 5 batters into that first inning, gave up 2 hits, but was able to get 3 must-needed outs to end the frame for YD. It's Cole Carrick, the switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Ronnie. In the bottom of the second. Wind still gusting, YD 6, Harwich none. First pitch. Carrick, half swing, takes a curve low in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Carrick asking for time. Now swings his bat in a circle, the 1-0. And he taps one foul, fast curveball down the left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carrick back wearing the eye black underneath that left eye, something him and guy on deck do. 2 good friends, Mike Bovey and Cole Carrick. Carrick had a 3-hit day yesterday. Here's the 1-1. Carrick takes a fastball for a strike at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sun peeks out from the clouds as it warms up the field at Red Wilson. The flag still blowing in strongly from right. Fans in jackets and pants. Here's the 1-2. Carrick takes a curveball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cole taps the plate twice, looking to reach as the leadoff hitter. 2-2. And he swings and curls one back over our heads, behind the press box and towards the merch shop. Sam, have you had a chance to get any merch?
I have not yet. Besides the polos that you and I wear to these games, I don't have any YD gear.
2-2. Carrick swings and foul, tips one into the glove of the catcher Levens. Curveball strikes him out. Second strikeout for Andrew Ronnie. That begins the second inning. 6-0 YD leads Harwich with 1 out and the bases empty. Up comes Mike Bovey. The YD Red Sox looking for revenge against this Harwich Mariners team after falling 2-1 on Thursday. Trying to hand Harwich their second loss in as many days. First pitch to lefty Bovey. He takes a strike at the knees. No balls and 1 strike. Bovey was hit by a pitch. Came around to score in the first. 0-1. Curveball catches downstairs in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. 3 hits, 6 runs for the Red Sox. 0-2. Curveball misses low and in. Did that clip Mike? He says it did. He's looking at Jeffrey Merzel. Merzel hasn't made a sign just yet, and now he wants to talk to his crew. He's going to ask Rudy Firmbach from third to come talk to him. Bovey immediately reached down, said it grazed his back left foot just above the toe. He's pointing to it and showing Tatum Levens. Levens also points to it as the two have a conversation. As James Fonseca joins, and they say, all right, Mike, we'll give it to you. You did a good job of convincing. Hit by a pitch. Bovey, for the second time today, is nailed by a baseball. And 1 on with 1 out And up comes Luke Franzoni.
Fourth Red Sox to be hit by a pitch already, and we're only working with one out in the bottom of the second. I mean, it's none of these guys have been really drilled, like square in the back, or in any place where it's like, okay, a pitch really got away from him. That was just a curveball that grazed his foot, but still forward. That's frankly incredible for this point in the game.
And now Jeffrey Merzel reminds third base umpire Rudy Firnbach, got to play up the middle of the runner at first. So Rudy will head in between second and third. Wind really blowing out to right. It is starting to pick up around 12 miles an hour. 6-0 YD leads Harwich. Bottom two, one out, one on. Bovey at first. Here's the pitch home. Well away on the fastball. And the count, 1 ball and no strikes to the right-handed bat of Luke Franzoni.
And as if Luke needs any help, he's a guy who's got opposite field power. We've talked about the multitudes of raw pop that Luke has, but he is capable of getting him out to right center.
0-1 is a curveball below the knees. 2 balls and no strikes to Franzoni. The Big East Player of the Year, who holds the all-time Xavier record for home runs in a season with 29. 2-0, and he swings and fouls one straight back towards the parking lot. 2 balls and a strike. The most runs in a game already for the YD Red Sox. They're an inning and a third in. Bovey at first. Ronnie's 2-1. And Franzoni hits one hard on the ground. Stabbed by the third baseman, Lavari. He goes to second for 1. The turn, in time, they got him. 5-4-3 for 2. And that does it for the bottom of the second inning. A double play turned nicely by the infield of Harwich. And the runners are retired. YD brings just 3 to the plate after 10 came to the plate in the first. It's still 6-0 Red Sox over the Harwich Mariners. We head to the third here on the Cape Cod Broadcast Network. YD Baseball is brought to you by Captain Parker's. Well, hello from Captain Parker's Pub over in West Yarmouth on Route 28. The entire crew from Captain Parker's wants to give a big salute to Cape Cod Baseball, especially the young players that have dedicated so much time and effort to baseball, America's pastime. So join us for lunch or dinner, or just a bowl of our world-famous clam chowder. Captain Parker's, easy to find, but awfully hard to leave. Jared Lyons back on the mound for the YD Red Sox, who lead 6-0 over the Harwich Mariners. As we begin the third inning, Kenny Lavari, who made a nice defensive play on the front end of the double play to end the bottom of the second. The left-handed batter begins the top of the third. First pitch from Jared Lyons is a curveball that drops into the zone. Misses high, 1 ball and no strikes. Looks like it was in there, but Jeffrey Merzel not agreeing. Lyons likes the sign. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball in on the hands, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Harwich Mariners still looking for that first hit. Just 3 hits yesterday in a 4-1 loss to the Bourne Braves, who the YD Red Sox will see tomorrow for a doubleheader at Bourne. Here's the 1-1. Fastball finds the inside part of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lavari, the former Chatham Angler. We're at 162 with the A's, as they are affectionately called by their fan base. 1-2 down the hill. Swing and a miss. Fastball by him. There's the second strikeout for Jared Lyons. It begins the third inning. Lyons has now retired 7 in a row since walking the leadoff man Nick Goodwin And up comes the 9-hole hitter, another left-handed bat. It's Danny Corona. 6-0. YD leads Harwich here in the top of the third. Lions from the third base side. His pitch, fastball on the inner edge. He's liking that to the lefties. No balls and 1 strike. Red Sox looking for revenge after falling 2-1 against Harwich on Thursday, where offense was a problem. Not a problem so far here today. An 0-1. Curveball off the end of the bat over to first. Johnny Long, the first baseman, to his right, gloves it and loft first. Excuse me, that's Caden Connor. And there's 2 away. Long is DHing today. Caden Connor getting the call for first. So 2 gone. Make it 8 in a row now retired by Lions, and an efficient 8 in a row so far. And in stands the righty Nick Goodwin. Stepping and pitching, and Lions gets Goodwin to swing and miss through a curveball. The count, no balls and 1 strike. Pitch count so far for Lions, he's thrown 33. 2 outs in the top of the third. Nobody on, an 0-1. Curveball bounces in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Goodwin was the last batter to reach a walk to begin the game. Back in the first. Lions has sat everybody else down since. 1-1. Fastball, can't find the zone away. 2 balls and a strike. Clouds starting to cover the sky at Red Wilson Field. Fans walking around enjoying this Saturday afternoon of Cape League baseball. 2-1. Fastball down the right field line and into the parking lot over towards the football field. That's in right where Dennis Yarmouth High School is preparing for graduation. Base is empty, 2 gone, a 2-2 count. Here it comes. Curveball on the outer edge, strike 3 called. 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Jared Lyons. Ends the 3rd inning. He's sat down 9 Mariners in a row. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd. 6-0. The Yarmouth Dennis lead over the Harwich Mariners. 2 up, Johnny Long, Caden Connor, and Hunter Haas. Whitey Baseball is brought to you by MP Sports Cards. MP Sports Cards is a proud sponsor of the Kids Baseball Clinics. If you are a sports card collector, be sure to stop by and check out the latest releases, graded cards, supplies, and more. A local favorite for hobby enthusiasts across Massachusetts, and of course, your Cape Cod Baseball League. Stop in our store and mention code Red Sox to get 1 free pack of Topps 2022 Baseball Update. With any purchase, some exclusions apply. Visit us at 701 Main Street in Carver, Massachusetts, or online at mpsportscards.com. Designated hitter Johnny Long to begin the bottom of the 3rd inning. 6-0. The YD Red Sox lead the Harwich Mariners in a gusty Saturday afternoon here at Red Wilson. First pitch, and Long hits one off the end of the bat into right field. A base hit. Johnny Long swats one the other way. And there's 1 on with nobody out. That's the 4th hit of the game, and the 1st for Long.
It's been a little tough to come by for Johnny. That's just his 4th hit now in 23 at-bats this summer. But you anticipate that they're going to start coming soon because the at-bats have definitely been better for Johnny. He's definitely been hitting the ball harder. A home run yesterday and a long double in Harwich the day before.
Here's the guy who just picked up his 4th hit in his last at-bat. Lefty Caden Connor opening offering. Fastball misses up and away. Yarmouth Dennis trying to grab a win against this Harwich Mariners team after falling 2-1 on Thursday and move Scott Pickler one game closer to that all-time wins record, 1-0. Connor bluffs a bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. Fastball finds his zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. 6-0 the YD lead, with Long taking his lead at first. He is not a threat to run. Stole 2 bases, though, in 4 attempts at Long Beach State this past spring. 1-1. Connor takes a curveball low. 2 balls and a strike. Caden Connor, who is the only Cal State Fullerton player to play in every game this past season. He's got a birthday this summer. 2-1 is a fastball that misses up and away. 3 balls and a strike. On the third to last day of the season, Connor will be turning 21. So it's early, but happy early birthday, Caden Connor. 3-1. And he swings and lifts one into the gap into right center field. A looper. Teal coming in. He can't make the catch. It's on a hop. Throw to second. And Long gunned down. Johnny had to wait. Wasn't sure if that ball was going to be caught. And he's caught in no man's land. On a fielder's choice, on to first goes Connor. Long thrown out.
Looked like he might have broken his bat on that little bloop. Heads up play there by Kyle Teal, who didn't even hesitate. And in one motion, fielded, spun, and fired to second. And really wasn't a close play on Johnny Long.
Yeah, and Johnny Long, I mean, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do there. Unless he knew that was going to drop. And the right-handed bat of Hunter Haas takes the first pitch fastball up and away. 1 out, 1 on. 6-0 Yarmouth Dennis in the bottom of the third inning. YD putting up 6 runs in the first. They already have their most runs in a game. Good speed at first in Connor, 1-0. And Haas loops one back to the screen. A ball and 2 strikes to him.
Carlo, you said that not exactly sure what you do there if you're Johnny Long. I think what you do there is buy Caden Connor a burger or steak, something to eat there, because you just robbed your guy of a base knock.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. Haas takes a strike at the knees, 1-2.
Caden will tell you, come on, man, that's a clean single, and in the box score it goes as just a fielder's choice.
Caden Connor already with 1 hit today. Picked up an RBI. Hunter Haas struck out his first at bat. Here's the 1-2. And he taps one off the end of the bat over towards the dugout. Cole Carrick with the bare hands, able to snare it.
Up on the top step, ready to make a play there.
Always ready is Cole. Leading at first is Caden Connor. 1 out and a 1-2 count here to Hunter Haas. The pitch. Curveball well above the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Haas headed to Texas A&M. Hunter wears that sleeve on the right arm. And a balk. And so on to second goes Caden Connor.
We are seeing balks at a really, really high number so far this season. If fans that are watching us are new to baseball in any kind of regard, probably think that there's about a balk per game, but it's not really a common occurrence. There was a balk in yesterday's 9th inning that moved the winning run into scoring position.
2-2 with a runner in scoring position. And the ball in the dirt on the curveball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Opportunity here for Hunter to pick up his first RBI. With Caden Connor at second. That gray hexagon padded arm sleeve on his right arm. The gloves not strapped with the ASU logo on it, his former team. 1 out, runner at second, 3-2, and he takes ball 4, low and away. Hunter Haas on to first with the walk, his 4th of the summer. And now 2 on and 1 out for Fernando Gonzalez, who just picked up his first hit and his last at bat, an RBI single the other way. Right-handed batter digs in. Rocking the Franklin gloves as he looks towards Andrew Ronnie. The pitch misses up and in. Fastball. Count 1 ball and no strikes. YD 6. Harwich nada. Bottom 3. Only 4 hits for the Red Sox. 1 out, the 1-0. Curveball misses off the edge. 2 balls, no strikes. Gonzalez also a guy who picked up 22 RBIs this past year with Georgia. 2-0. And he swings and hits one the other way into right field. Another base hit. Stopping at third is Caden Connor. The bases are loaded on the Fernando Gonzalez single. No hits coming into the afternoon. He already has 2. And now the base is loaded one more time for Gunnar Goldsmith.
Nice piece in there by Fernando. Fastball up and away. He hit it that way, and the second baseman, Danny Corona, looked like he got his feet twisted and kind of slipped as he tried to go for that ball. I don't think he would have had a play on it regardless. It was pretty much well to his right, but definitely the fact that that was a low-line drive caused Caden Connor some pause, and he had to hold up and make sure that ball got through.
1 out, infield in at the corners. Here's the first pitch to lefty, and a fastball well above the zone from Andrew Ronnie. The second baseman, Corona, and shortstop Goodwin playing back. Trying to turn 2. 1 out, 3 ducks on the pond, 4 YD, looking for more runs. Already up 6-0. 1-0. Fastball high. 2 balls, no strikes to Gunnar Goldsmith, who also does not have an RBI. 3 hits in 11 at-bats, still looking for his first run batted in. 2-0. And a strike on the outer edge on the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Goldsmith looks at the bat, exhales, puts his left arm at the end, his right arm at the handle, and moves it around a circle above his head. 2-1. And he swings and taps one down the left field line, foul. The count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. At third leads Caden Connor. At second, Hunter Haas. At first, Fernando Gonzalez. From the first base side of the rubber, Ronnie sets belt high. 2-2. Goldsmith fights off a high fastball as he sends it into the seats for a souvenir. 5 hits, 6 runs for YD. Second time today they've had the bases loaded. Had them loaded in the first with nobody out. Would eventually bring home 6 runs throughout the frame. Can they put another big spot on the board here in the bottom of the third and really blow this one open? Looking for revenge after following Thursday to Harwich. 2-2. Curveball misses away, and the count runs full. A good layoff by Gunnar Goldsmith. Good speed at third in Connor, so if Gunnar's able to get one to the outfield deep enough, should be good for a sac fly. Goldsmith's jersey waving in the wind. 3-2. And he swings and grounds one to first. Backhanded foul by the first baseman, Vetrano, lunging to his left. Good job to get a glove on the ball, but to the right of the first base line. Everybody jogs back to their respective bags. And Gunnar Goldsmith awaits another full count offering. Bases juiced, 1 away. Wind howling in from center. 3-2. Goldsmith grounds one right side of the infield. Shortstop Corona's only played a first in time to get Gunnar. Coming home from third is Caden Connor. It is now 7-0. YD leads Harwich on the RBI ground out from Gunnar Goldsmith. Both runners move up. On to third goes Hunter Haas, and second is Fernando Gonzalez. With 2 away, it's the leadoff hitter, Luke Schliger. Schliger, who singled to begin this game, started that 6-run first inning. First pitch to lefty, and he takes a curveball on the outer edge. No balls and 1 strike. And then he grounded out to first on the second pitch he saw to end the first inning. It's the 10th batter of the frame. Here's an 0-1. Fastball away. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7-0 YD leads Harwich. On offense that earlier this week, Sam, looked like they couldn't buy a run. Now runs galore at Red Wilson. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball. And the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Luke Schliger, a guy who doesn't strike out much. Got a good eye. Took 58 walks this last year with Maryland. 1-2. And he takes a curveball in the dirt. Count levels. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Deuces are wild with 2 on and 2 out. It is Hunter Haas at third and Fernando Gonzalez at second. 1 run across, and YD looking for more. 3-2. 2-2, excuse me. Curveball misses low and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Schliger with a chance for a couple of RBIs as the leadoff hitter. Full count with 2 outs. Here it comes. And he swings and fights off a fastball on the outside part of the plate. Down the left field line, a fan in an orange shirt and a glove on his left hand came prepared. And he scoops it up. Gonzalez with his lead at second. At third is Haas. They'll be running at the pitch. 3-2. And that clips the left arm of Luke Schliger. And so he goes on to first. Another hit by pitch. That's 5 in this game, Sam. And the bases are loaded for Cole Carrick.
Again, another situation where it's just a breaking ball that runs a little too far inside on a guy. I'm not really sure whether that got the arm or the midsection or the somewhere on the leg or even the foot, but it was definitely a curveball that ran inside to Schliger. On base again.
On base again, second time today. Left-handed bat of Cole Carrick looks at a first pitch fastball for strike 1 on the outer edge. 7-0. YD leads Harwich. Bottom 3, 2 outs. And once again, the bases are loaded. Carrick, who was hit by a pitch back in the first and struck out in the second, trying to bring some runs home. 0-1. And he reaches for a changeup. Swings and misses the count. No balls and 2 strikes. And Sam, maybe these hit by pitches make sense in a day like yesterday where we saw rain throughout the first 3 innings. There's no rain. The field's dry. And Ronnie and Dean, the 2 pitchers for Harwich, just having trouble finding the zone. Giving up just as many hit by pitches as hits. 0-2, time is called. Wind starting to die down, blowing into right, but cloud cover over Red Wilson. The sun tucked behind the gray clouds. More time is called. Looks like Carey's got something in his left eye. He's got that eye black underneath it. Him and Bovey both with the stripe underneath the eye. Then 2 stripes down towards their chin. One is shorter than the other. Chokes up on the bat with an 0-2 count. Bases loaded. Here it comes. And that gets him. Oh my goodness. Carrick took one on the right thigh. That's the 6th batter that's been hit by a pitch. And a run will come in the second time Carrick has been hit by a pitch. Stepping on home is Hunter Haas. And we have had a game with 5 hits, but more players have been hit by a pitch. 6. 2 runs in the third.
And I'm beginning to lose adjectives for what's going on here because that one was a fastball. That one just came inside and drilled him, and it's not like Carrick is a guy who crowds the plate too much. That got some meat on him. That was not really one that just barely clipped him.
Bases loaded again. 2 outs for the lefty Mike Bovey. Looks at a fastball above the zone. Whitey has brought home 8 runs in this game. They have an 8-0 lead over the Harwich Mariners. And by my count, Sam, I believe 4 of them have come home on players hit by a pitch. 1-0 is a fastball high, 2 balls and no strikes. Confirm, is my math right there?
That's the second hit batter that drove in a run.
So 2 of the 8. 2-0. Bovey takes fastball above the zone. Now 3 balls and no strikes to Mike Bovey with 2 outs and nowhere to put him. The base is loaded. At third is Gonzalez, second Schliger, first Carrick.
There was also a bases loaded walk in that first inning, too.
3-0. Strike 1. Curveball catches the zone away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Action in the Harwich pen. They might have to bring in their 3rd arm. We're not through the 3rd inning. 3-1. Fastball in there for strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count with 2 outs, and the runners will have a head start. Gonzalez at third, Schliger at second, Carrick at first. 3-2, swinging a ground ball up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman. Corona to his right, takes his time, crow hops, and guns to first. Retired is Mike Bovey on the ground out to second, and that does it for the 3rd. 2 runs come across, 2 batters hit by a pitch. Sam Lebowitz will have 4, 5, and 6 when we return. 8-0. The YD Red Sox lead the Harwich Mariners as they strand 3 and get 2 hits in the 3rd.
Hey, Sox fans, have you ever thought about buying or selling a home? Emily Shemansky at the Salty Dog Group is your pet-friendly neighborhood realtor. As part of a team at the Keller Williams Realty Group of Cape Cod and the Islands, Emily's your go-to resource for home buying and selling. Call Emily Shemansky at 508-221-0196 or visit saltydoggroup.kw.com. That's saltydoggroup.kw.com. And Jared Lyons is living good here, fourth inning, as the Red Sox lead 8-0 at Red Wilson Field. Sam Lebowitz, Carlo Jimenez on the Cape Cod Baseball Network. Lyons, the right-hander, faces Tatum Levens. First pitch home, a fastball swinging strike, tipped into the glove of Fernando Gonzalez. In this one so far, Tatum Levens a ground out. And Jared Lyons yet to allow a hit through the first 3 frames. A 1 home. Misses high a fastball. Lyons walked the leadoff hitter of this game, but has not allowed a base runner since. 9 in a row for the George Mason right-hander have been retired. His team has given him an 8-0 lead. 1-1 home to Levens, a breaking ball that drops in for strike 2. The big storyline in this game is one that's not often a storyline. It's hit by pitches. The Red Sox have been hit by 6 pitches so far through the first 3 innings of this game. 1-2 comes inside, a fastball.
We should know that like none of them have been with any intent. It is all just breaking balls that maybe haven't broken the right way and 1 fastball.
2-2 home to Levens. High fly ball out to left center. First chance for Luke Schliger, and he handles it with aplomb. An easy F7 in left. There's your first out. 10 in a row now retired by Jared Lyons. We should note that some brilliant research by our colleague Mike Puzzingera, who says it is a record. It ties a record. It's just the second time in the last 10 years in Cape Cod League play that a team has been hit by 6 pitches, and it happened within the first 3 innings. First one home to Kyle Teal, a strike, a fastball. Teal, a strikeout victim his first time through. Happened to Chatham earlier in the last 10 years. But this is the second time it's happened in the last decade in Cape Cod. 0-1 home, missed away a fastball.
Well, Sam, when I came to the Cape, I knew I was going to see some special things, but you told me I see 6 guys hit by a pitch before the 4th inning. I don't know if I would have believed that.
1-1 home. Breaking ball, that drops in. Strike 2. I think I agree with you, Carlo. I'm not sure that I would have anticipated something in the highest collegiate summer league in the country, some wild pitching like this. Red Sox have only walked twice in this game, as the 1-2 is fisted the other way towards Mike Bovey, plays it on a hop, charges, fires, and does indeed get him at first by a half step.
Teal snapped his bat on that one. Just a piece of it came off in front of home plate.
Just a short splinter. Now Brock Wilkin, the hitter, hit a comebacker his first time through. Red Sox leading 8-0 on a partly cloudy day here in Yarmouth, Massachusetts, as we've got some gray cloud cover above us. First one here to Wilkin. Right-handed hitter takes a fastball for a strike. A mild day, temperature-wise. About 66 degrees here right now. Not a lot of sun to go around. 0-1. Missed well away, a fastball. Lots of fans here filling up both sides of bleachers along the left field and right field lines. Lots of people as close to the action as they can behind the backstop as well. Even some fans who have perched themselves on some picnic blankets out beyond the left center field fence, looking for a home run. 1-1, check swing, tapper, foul, 1-2. A couple of kids sitting out in that wooden platform beyond the center field fence as well, dangling their feet.
It's a really good vantage point.
Perhaps chatting up with Cole Carrick, really no way of knowing if they're having a conversation with him, but certainly hoping for a home run ball at some point in this game. 1-2 to Wilkin. Missed in the dirt, a fastball. Wilkin, the reigning most valuable player in the Cape Cod Baseball League, and a returning Harwich Mariner, will be off to scrimmage with the collegiate national team for Team USA, just about a week and a half, 2-2 home, is roped out towards left. Schliger charging in into a dive. He can't make the catch. It goes by him. Dies out in front of the fence. Wilkin holds it second as the throw will come in, cut off by Hunter Haas. A line drive double for Brock Wilkin is the first hit of the game for the Harwich Mariners here in the fourth. Breaks the string of 11 in a row retired by Jared Lyons. And it's the first chance with a man in scoring position for Harwich as Joe Vitrano, ground out victim his first time. Left-handed batter will hit with a man in second and 2 out. And Luke Schliger told us that in his first appearance in the outfield since Little League, he was going to try to put on a show for us and made a diving attempt on that one, but not all that graceful. A little bit of face plant as the ball skipped on by him. First pitch to Vitrano. Curveball picks off the outside corner.
I can't imagine after that play he's going to be asking to play left field much more.
The Red Sox have a couple of talented catchers on this roster, so you can't blame Coach Scott Pickler for trying to get his guys in the lineup with some added versatility. Fernando Gonzalez behind the dish today. 0-1 home. Another breaking ball, this one just low. Also, Simon Reed is on this roster, a 10th player, an NAIA player who started the first 3 games of the summer for the Red Sox before Gonzalez and Schliger joined the team. But he has sat on the bench ever since these guys got here. 1-1 home to Vitrano, a swinging strike on a fastball. Lions primarily working a 2-pitch mix today, fastball and a breaking ball, and they have all been working for him. That double was the first hit he allowed in this game. He's also walked just a batter. He struck out 3 here with 2 out in the fourth. Red Sox leading 8-0 in the early goings of this game. 1-2. High fly ball into center, got under it. Carrick moving to his right. He makes the catch and ends the inning. 2-out double for the Mariners, stranded in scoring position. Jared Lyons with 4 shutout frames. He's living good. An 8-0 Red Sox lead. To the bottom of the fourth we go here at Red Wilson Field.
Red Shirt Fridays is a national program created to acknowledge, honor, and support our troops and first responders who put themselves in harm's way to defend our freedom. In support of this program, the Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox and all Cape League teams will be wearing a specially designed red jersey every Friday. This special weekly celebration of Red Shirt Fridays is sponsored by Zephyr Hats, Massachusetts State Lottery, and OT Sports. Support our troops and first responders and join us by wearing red each Friday. Well, Sam, YD with a 8-0 lead, so we begin the bottom of the 8th.
And they'll take their swings here in the bottom of the fourth against a new right-handed pitcher. It's Zane Probst out of Mill Hall, Pennsylvania, a Seton Hall product. A 6'4" right-hander in his second game for the Mariners this summer. Back against Falmouth on June the 14th. He logged an inning and 2/3 of scoreless relief, walked 1, gave up a hit, struck out 4 out of the 5 outs that he got. He gets Luke Franzoni, Johnny Long, and Caden Connor here in the home half of the fourth. Red Sox leading the Mariners for 8-0. Sam Lebowitz alongside Carlo Jimenez here in the Red Sox broadcast booth at Red Wilson Field. As the wind continues to circle here at Red Wilson Field on an overcast day that started a little bit sunnier, but some cloud cover making things a little bit murkier here in the middle innings. Red Sox trying to extend an 8-0 lead. First pitch to Luke Franzoni is a fastball that rides inside for ball 1.
Well, a short fence in center, Sam, a ballpark known for home runs.
1-0 home. Checks his swing on a fastball again, running inside. 2-0, no check.
And a YD team that's done most of their damage this year with home runs, they don't have an extra base hit today, and they have 8 runs on the board.
2-0 home. There's a strike, a fastball in the outside corner. Probst this year for Seton Hall, 24 strikeouts across 29 and a third. And if you're wondering, he hit 5 batters. 2-1. Swing and a miss, a fastball. The Red Sox have been hit more than that in this game alone. 6 hit by pitches for the Red Sox have contributed to the 8 runs on the scoreboard. But a new arm in for the Mariners, hoping to stop that trend. 2-2 away. Probst 16 walks in those 29 and a third innings. Here in a 3-2 count to Franzoni. On its way. High fly ball to left. He got under it. It's in short left. Groover, the left fielder, will take charge almost to the infield grass and makes the catch. As Nick Goodwin, the shortstop, had the call on that one, but gave way to Groover late. And the wind circling wildly towards in and towards right. Took that ball back towards the shortstop position. So Probst gets his first out. And now Johnny Long will hit. Long has reached twice. Hit by pitch with the bases loaded at a single and takes inside a fastball. Long DHing today is at the lion's share of the first base spot and the DH spot when he's been in the lineup. 1-0. Breaking ball misses low. Really been one or the other, has not left the middle of the Red Sox order. Has started every game for the Sox. Splitting time at first with Caden Connor. 2-0. Fouled back to the net. And sharing that DH spot mostly with Luke Franzoni, but Scott Pickler's been using that spot as a way to get guys off their feet a little bit. Luke Schliger as a way to get his feet wet. 2-1. Just missed the inside corner, been around the strike zone. A breaking ball. Schliger was the DH in his Red Sox debut. 3-1 to Long. Lifted along the right field line. It's foul. And the count runs full. Second straight full count for Zane Probst, the Seton Hall Pirate, who holds Clinton County, Pennsylvania's all-time passing record in football. 3-2. Upstairs, he walked him.
Johnny has now reached in all 3 of his at-bats today. A guy who didn't have a walk and now does. His first of the season.
He's aboard here with 1 out. Caden Connor, the hitter. Connor poked an RBI single in the first. Also should have had a base hit a second time through, but a bloop hit turned into a fielder's choice as Long had to pause on at first base and was thrown out at second. Connor wound up coming around to score. That was in the third. First pitch here to him. Fastball outside corner, a strike to the left-hand hitter. The Cal State Fullerton Titan playing first base today, but is talking about versatility, has proven useful for Scott Pickler as a guy who can play all 3 outfield positions. 0-1. Inside, it might have clipped something. They're going to say it clipped Caden Connor. Another hit batter. This one was close. It appeared to definitely clip something up towards the hands, maybe the lower end of the bat, but home plate umpire Jeff Merzell says it's a record for the Red Sox, the most hit by pitches in recorded Cape Cod League Baseball history with 7.
You're a part of history, Sam.
Witnessing history here at Red Wilson Field. First pitch to Hunter Haas, a swinging strike, a fastball. It moves long to second. Connor on at first now. And it's taken record timing as well. Just 3 1/3 innings of offense for the Red Sox. They've been hit 7 times. 0-1 to Haas. Breaking ball fouled back. Getting tired of writing the 3 letters HBP in my scorecard.
I'm sure YD's not enjoying being hit, too.
I'm sure they'll take the free base runners, especially while no one gets hurt, but you don't want to keep getting hit by pitches because eventually you figure it's going to get somewhere that it's going to cause a guy to miss some time. 0-2. Fastball off the outside corner, a close pitch by Probst, 1-2.
And we already saw that with Paz Ferreras, who was hit by a pitch on Thursday against Harwich and is out a week and a half, maybe more.
He says he's feeling a little bit better today. Still hurts. Nothing broken in that hand, according to x-rays. 1-2. Chopped back to the mound off of Probst's glove, and they're going to have no play. It dies on the infield dirt. Danny Corona corrals it. Bases loaded for the Red Sox. Infield hit for Hunter Haas.
Now in 3 of the 4 innings we have played, Whitey has loaded up the bases.
And we're on slam watch yet again. Fernando Gonzalez, who hit 4 home runs this year for Georgia, bats with the bases loaded. Only 1 out here. Red Sox leading 8-0. First one home. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 1. That's the 6th hit for the Red Sox, which is, by my count, fewer than the 7 hit by pitches they've had. I'm not a math expert. 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed again. But Carla, you can check my work there. I think I carried the 1 6 is fewer than 7.
I think you got it. And as an Annenberg major at USC, I haven't taken a college math class, so couldn't tell you, but sounds right.
I only had to take 1 at Syracuse. 0-2. Missed away a fastball. A sprawling stop by Tatum Levins to corral that one. Count goes to 1-2. We journalists, not often much for math.
Sam, coming in, YD had scored 9 runs on the season. They have 8.
Almost double. Practically double. 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3. So Gonzalez with 3 swinging strikes, all on breaking balls. He's dispatched as the 2nd out. Bases remain loaded for the 9-hole hitter Gunnar Goldsmith, who has twice batted with the bases loaded in this game, and now for a 3rd time. In his first time through, he grounded into a fielder's choice that was going to score a run regardless. It played at a 2nd run as the throw was errant, and he had a 2nd at bat, a run-scoring ground out. First one home to him is poked towards left center field. Groover cutting across. He was playing shallow. He picks it off to end the inning. Goldsmith attacking the first pitch. Lines out to end the inning. Red Sox leave him loaded. Can't tack on to that 8-0 lead. To the 5th inning we go here at Red Wilson Field on the Cape Cod Baseball Network. It's the Mariners 0, the Red Sox 8. We'll be right back. Red Sox baseball is brought to you by Giardino's Family Restaurant, a Cape Cod tradition. Same family, same location for 52 years. Giardino's is part of the community, giving back to many in various organizations. And as part of the recognition, a Yarmouth Little League field is named in memory of their dad, who founded the business in 1970. Giardino's is a family-oriented operation serving a wide-range menu. Sure to please everyone. Give them a try, and you will come back. At 242 Main Street on Route 28 in West Yarmouth, or visit giardino'sfamilyrestaurant.com. Fifth inning, Sam Lewitz alongside Carlo Jimenez. Red Sox leading the Harwich Mariners 8-0 in the middle innings of this one. Jared Lyons back to the mound. First pitch home to Jake Geloff is popped up right side of the infield. Caden Connor moving over into foul territory makes the catch. One pitch, one out for Jared Lyons.
Lions still working with a very, very efficient day. So far, pitch count-wise, Sam, 56 through 4 1/3.
And that'll work. He's allowed just a walk and a hit. That hit a double in the fourth. Gino Groover, the hitter now, and as he bats, we will offer not a correction per sorts as the first pitch misses away, but an acknowledgement that what we acknowledged as history may not actually have been history, because the digital records of point streak, the website that scores the Cape Cod Baseball League, only go back to 2012. 1-0, breaking ball, outside corner, a strike. So while this is the first time since 2012 at minimum that the Red Sox have, that any team in Cape Cod play has been hit by 7 pitches in a single game, we have no way of actually knowing if that's a record. 1-1. This is lifted along the right field line by Groover, and it's going to sit just fair in front of Luke Franzoni. Fields it in quickly. Groover on at first with a 1-out single.
And a nice job by Franzoni to keep that to just a single. A hit down the right field line that he was able to scoop up off one bounce. Second hit relinquished by Jared Lyons now. But that bullpen still church quiet down the left field line.
Kenny Lavari, the hitter now. He struck out his first time through. So we have with us today the official score for this game is actually the league statistician, Chris, who was very instrumental in helping us know that stat. As the first pitch to Lavari is slapped the other way for a base hit past short. Groover up to second, back-to-back singles for the Mariners, mounting what they hope to be their first real rally of this game, and now we'll get some movement up in the Red Sox bullpen, some guys moving around.
I don't know if anybody's getting warm. They're throwing around a football. I'm not sure if that's part of a bullpen warm-up, but they're staying warm.
Just getting the arm moving, perhaps. That's Garrett Gaines, who's throwing the football around.
He just dropped it.
Butterfingers on the pen. The hitter now is Danny Corono for one, a ground out victim his first time. First pitch coming to him, a breaking ball that just missed beneath the zone. Ball one. If we were to actually check and see if that hit by pitch record is truly a record, it would take a lot of manual searching through backlogged box scores. Well, the league does have an official historian. We're not sure he's going to go check on that for us. 1-0. Breaking ball, top slowly right side. Caden Connor right by the bag. He fields and steps on the bag in time for the second out. Both runners advanced on the slow ground ball. That's the second out. Back to the top of the order. And Nick Goodwin now, who walked and struck out so far today, right-hand hitter. With the runners on second and third, Groover, the lead runner, on third, poked a single down the right field line, and Kenny Lavari lined one to the opposite field following for a single of his own. First pitch to Goodwin. Fastball comes upstairs. Red Sox leading 8-0 here at Red Wilson Field in the top of the fifth, trying to win their second straight ball game after a walk-off win yesterday. 1-0 home to Goodwin. Chopped foul at the plate. Red Sox starting the season winless through their first 4 tries, but trying to win their second in a row today and start a win streak. Tomorrow, we'll be on the road in Bourne as the Red Sox get their first interleague matchup of the summer facing the Western Division Braves for a doubleheader. 1-1. Swing and a miss, high fastball. First game will start at 4. Second game scheduled to start at 7. We'll have all the action for you there. The Braves have started their season 2-2-1. Currently sit third, tied for third in the Western Division behind a red-hot Katuitt, who started 4-0. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. A fastball. Lyons pumps his fist with some fire. Strikes out. Goodwin strands 2 in scoring position and holds this Red Sox lead at 8-0. We're halfway through here at Red Wilson Field. To the bottom of the 5th we go. It's 8-0. Red Sox lead the Mariners. Hey fans, Devadyne is the official website development company of the Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox. They designed and developed our website and help us with marketing to bring more fans to the game and more visitors to our website. Devadyne helps organizations generate more leads and maximize their marketing budget. Check out devadyne.com to learn more. And be sure to like them on Facebook. That's Devadyne, Devadyne.com, Devadyne.com. Top of the order for the Red Sox here in the home half of the 5th against Seton Hall right-hander Zane Probst, Luke Schliger, Cole Carrig, Mike Bove. To bat here in the 5th, Sam Lewis alongside Carlo Jimenez. And the first one from Probst to Schliger is picked out of the dirt by Tatum Levins for ball 1. Schliger in this game has reached twice in his 3 tries. A leadoff single, a hit by pitch, he's scored. It's also grounded out. 1-0 home. Comes inside towards his feet. Schliger has, through his first 2+ games as a Red Sox, has been hit by a pitch twice now. This one is low, 3-0. Has walked 4 times. Facing a 3-0 count here. Has also logged a couple of base hits. Faces a 3-0 here from Probst on its way. He takes a strike, fastball outside corner. The outstanding Maryland catcher, Luke Schliger, playing left field today. 3-1 home, and it hit him! They're going to say it is a foul ball, but it hit something hard. Schliger is contending that it hit off of his handguard. And the home plate umpire, Jeffrey Merzell, is asking for a conversation with his field umpires. Schliger's adamant. I think he's right, because Schliger is both wearing an elbow guard and a hand guard that he wears on his wrist and protects the back of his bottom hand. And I agree with him. I think that hit off of something other than bat. The initial call is a foul ball from Merzell, who I'm sure just heard the loud contact with something solid and assumed that it was the bat. They're going to talk to Schliger and take a look at his equipment, and Schliger is going to get to continue this at bat. It's going to go as a foul ball officially. Maybe Merzel, the umpire, is just tired of pointing guys to first base on hit by pitches. It's a 3-2 count here in any event, leading off the inning. Probst working out of the full windup. Base is empty. 3-2. Missed away for ball 4. So just took one extra pitch to get Luke Schliger aboard with a free base. First walk of the day for Schliger. And the second walk for Probst.
Well, he'll take the walk rather than a hit by pitch if you're Luke. Looks better in the scorebook.
It all helps the on-base percentage.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Deprives us of furthering our pursuit of history. First one to Carrick. High fly ball out to center, not hit deep. Teal charging in. Collides with Grover, the left fielder. It's down safely. As Grover and Teal softly colliding with each other's shoulders in pursuit of that low line drive, and it drops in. Someone will be charged an error. It's going to go as an E8. The initial call is an error on Kyle Teal.
Somebody yelled, "I got it," and I only heard one voice. Couldn't tell who it was from here, but there was communication between the two fielders.
So a missed catch error. It's first and second, and none out. First pitch to Mike Bovee is a strike on the outside corner, a fastball. It's the second error of the day for the Mariners. 0-1 here. High pop-up left side towards the Red Sox dugout. Lavari hoping it's out of play. I think that almost hit a dog.
It did. Good job by the dog's owner. Got it out of the way. No dogs will be here at Red Wilson Field.
We are a pet-friendly ballpark. You come to a Red Sox game, be sure to bring your dogs. I'm trying to convince interim president Shane Skinner to have a bark at the park day. See where we get with that one. 0-2 to Bovee. Chopped slowly to first. Vetrano waits back on it, is placed to first. Bovee's retired for the first out, and Schliger and Carrick move up to third and second. And now Luke Franzoni will hit with 2 in scoring position and only 1 away. Luke today has walked. That came with the bases loaded, so he's got an RBI. He also grounded into a double play and flew out to left. First one home. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 1. In an 8-0 game, the infield is playing back, just trying to corral as many outs as they can. The outfield and center and right is deep. Gino Groover, the left fielder, has been playing shallow all game. He's still out there shallow. 0-1 home is popped foul, first base side. It's out of play. Not sure if that's just how Groover, the left fielder, likes to play his left field, or if he's anticipating with the wind blowing in, it's going to be tough for guys to get balls over his head and left. We haven't really seen anybody hit for all that much power in this one. The wind is circling in and towards right. But if anyone can cut through that wind, it's Franzoni. 0-2, breaking ball in there for strike 3 called. Got him on the outside corner with a slider. Second strikeout for Probst. Now Johnny Long will hit and try to make something of this 2-on and 2-out situation. Red Sox got the first 2 aboard here in the 5th. A walk, a dropped fly ball in center on a very near actual collision. First one along, a swinging strike, a fastball. They did collide, but not particularly hard. Just kind of nudged into each other. The ball fell in safely. A ground out, a strikeout. Put us where we are now. 0-1 to Johnny Long. 2 in scoring position and 2 out. 8-0 Red Sox here in the 5th. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back fastballs blown by Long. The count 0-2. Strikeouts have been an issue for Johnny Long. He hasn't struck out today, but he's got 10 strikeouts already through the Red Sox first 5 games. That's 21 at-bats coming into today with 10 strikeouts. 0-2. Comes inside, a slider didn't break. Today, Long has reached base in all 3 tries. A hit by pitch, a single, a walk. He's driven in a run. He's scored. Facing a 1-2 from Zane Probst on its way. Inside and high, a fastball. If Long can reach and extend the inning, Caden Connor, the on-deck hitter, who's also reached base all 3 times today. Two-two to Long. Up the middle, hits off Probst. Going to be a tough play to get in out. Fielded by the shortstop Goodwin. Throw to first is not in time. An infield RBI single for Johnny Long as it kicked off the leg of the pitcher Probst. Goodwin almost made a great play to get it out anyways. Instead, it brings home the 9th Red Sox run and moves Carrick up to 3rd here with 2 out.
Johnny Long adding another layer to his impressive Saturday night. And Luke Hamner.
William Hamner's going to pinch hit here for Caden Connor. First pitch here to him is fouled off left side. Hamner, the outfielder from Alabama, will get his licks in here in place of Caden Connor, who finishes the day 1 for 2, a hit by pitch, an RBI, and a run scored. 0-1. In the dirt and skips onto the backstop. And here comes Cole Carrick to trot on home. He scores the 10th Red Sox run of the game on one that just got through the wickets of Tatum Levens. Up to second goes Long. A 1-1 count on Hamner after the wild pitch.
Whitey has now scored more runs today than they had all season.
You figured a breakout was coming, but this is something else. 1-1, high fastball.
It helps when you're gifted a lot of free base paths.
Certainly does. 2-1. High fly ball foul, left side and out of play. Red Sox leading 10-0. The first true blowout of the summer they've been involved in. 2-2 in the dirt. This time blocked by Levens. Count runs full on Hamner. Another pinch hitter, Carson Wells, is out on deck. If this inning can continue, that's in Hunter Haas's spot. Here with 2 out. Full count. It's the pinch hitter, William Hamner, hitting for Caden Connor. Runner on second. 3-2. Pulled to the right side. Past the diving Corona into right field. Around third comes Long. The throw to the plate by Geloff, well high and off the plate. Up to second goes Hamner. It's an RBI single. Off the bench comes William Hamner and makes it an 11-0 game.
And that's got to feel good for William. Just his second hit and good for an RBI. And now we'll see if Carson Wells can join the party.
Wells, the USC Trojan, has struggled in limited chances this summer. Brother of former YD Red Sox, current Yankee prospect Austin Wells. He is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts to start his summer, hitting left-handed. First one home. Fastball misses up and away. One 0. Checks his swing, takes a strike. Another fastball. Nevada native is Wells. Has been off the bench in every appearance so far this summer. Get to start a game. Got in that bat yesterday, and the win against Orleans went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1-1, a strike in at the knees, a fastball. Another long layoff for Jared Lyons, the Red Sox pitcher who has allowed pretty much nothing through the first 5 frames. One-two to Wells. Up the middle, it's going to sit down for a base hit. Up to third goes Hamner. They're going to hold him as Kyle Teal throws a one-hop strike in, even in an 11-0 game. Making a strong throw to the plate there. So first hit of the summer for Carson Wells, and another pinch hitter for the Red Sox. Cole Roberts will hit for Fernando Gonzalez. See what the Red Sox do defensively in the next half inning. 3 straight pinch hitters, Hamner, Wells, and now Cole Roberts. Roberts bats with runners on the corners and 2 out. 3 runs home here in this bottom of the 5th. First one to Roberts, a slider that bends in for strike 1. Cole Roberts out of LMU, also looking for his first hit this season. 0-1 is nubbed foul at home plate off the catcher. Roberts 0 for 3. All his at-bats coming in his lone start of the summer against Brewster on June 13th at Stony Brook Field. He went 0 for 3. With Carson Wells on at first, William Hamner on at third. Red Sox are leading 11-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. 0-2. Tipped foul. A windy, cloudy day here at Red Wilson Field, but fans have seen lots of scoring from their hometown Red Sox. 0-2. Chopped slowly left side, cut off by Lavari. He's got to go to first with it. Throw is in time by a half step to end the inning. But the Red Sox get 3 more home. Pair of hits, an error, a walk certainly helped things out here in the 5th. To the 6th we go at Red Wilson Field. The Red Sox lead the Mariners 11-0. Top half of the 6th here at Red Wilson Field. The Red Sox lead the Mariners 11-0. Jared Lyons back to the mound. Gets 2-3-4 Tatum Levins, Kyle Teal, Brock Wilkin. And in a moment, we'll get you the bevy of Red Sox defensive changes. The first pitch is lifted in the air to center. Shallow. In comes Carson Wells, the new center fielder. He makes the catch for the first pitch, first out. Wells pinch hit. He stays in the game in center. as did William Hamiter. Stays in the game in right. Luke Franzoni shifts from right field to first base. Caden Connor is out. Cole Roberts stays in the game after pinch hitting. He's playing second base. Gunnar Goldsmith slides from second base to shortstop. New catcher is Simon Reed. First pitch to Kyle Teal, a fastball strike. So, in your initial scorecard, Simon Reed will bat in the second spot for Cole Carrig, who was out of this game. 0-1 home to Teal, missed away. William Hamiter bats in the sixth spot where he pinch hit. Carson Wells bats in the seventh spot where he pinch hit. Cole Roberts bats in the eighth spot where he pinch hit. 1-1. Pulled right side, just foul, wide of first. First time we've seen Luke Franzoni at first base in this game. This season, rather. Played mostly DH and right field. Infield shifted around towards right. Red Sox getting some movement up in their bullpen for the first time on a 1-2 to Teal. Swing and a miss. He got him high fastball. Another strikeout for Jared Lyons. That is his fifth here in the sixth inning. And now with two out, Brock Wilkin, the hitter. Looks like Ivan Romero is up in the bullpen for the Red Sox, a pitcher we have not yet seen this summer out of the University of San Diego. But Lyons is cruising, just 3 hits, no runs, the first 5 2/3. First pitch to Brock Wilkin, lined in right field, making 4 hits. As Wilkin aboard with a 2-out single. His second hit today. He also doubled his last time through.
Playing first base, number 30 from Boston College, Joe Vitrano.
Brings up Joe Vitrano, who is 0 for 2 so far today. And Vitrano is going to chat with his coach before this one gets started.
I'm not sure what the conversation could be about. Steve Angler trying to coach up all of his guys, but a day where for Harwich it hasn't been, it's an 11-0 game. There's not much bright spots for this team, but maybe an opportunity for them to try to execute something here.
In any event, Vitrano bats with a runner on first and 2 out. Top 6. Red Sox lead 11-0. Shifted infield again over to the right side in the horseshoe. First one to Vitrano. Misses high, a fastball. Vitrano, big, tall, left-handed first baseman out of Boston College. 13 home runs this year for BC. 1-0. Fought a foul back to the net. Even in an 11-0 game, Wilkin being held on at first by Luke Franzoni. Lyons sets at the belt, and a 1-1 home. Curveball missed away. If Vitrano can get aboard, then Jake Geloff will hit. But first, a 2-1. Fastball missed away. Even in a blowout, still lots of fans here at Red Wilson Field sticking this one out. Red Sox leading by a boatload here in the 6th. But fans still all around, including beyond the outfield fence. 3-1. Fastball strike outside corner. There's a slight incline just beyond the left center field fence that some fans have perched lawn chairs or towels out on, hoping for a souvenir at this hitter-friendly ballpark. 3-2, 2 out. Wilkin will move from first. Here it comes, and it's fought off foul right towards the Red Sox dugout. So Some Red Sox having to move their feet on the top step of that dugout. So we'll reset, do it again. We're still covered in clouds here. Pretty dark clouds right overhead. And mixed with the hefty wind, you would think that there'd be some rain in the forecast, but does not appear to be the case here in South Yarmouth until just about 1 a.m., if you're to believe the weather app on my compatriot Carlo's phone.
So rain from 1 till 10 tomorrow.
Hopefully the skies will clear in plenty of time for that 4 o'clock start in Game 1 at Bourne and doubleheader tomorrow. 3-2 again to Vetrano, runner going, and it's in there. Strike 3 called. Got him on the outside corner with a curveball. Second strikeout of the inning for Jared Lyons, who just put up 6 brilliant shutout innings, allowing just 4 hits. We'll see if he continues on further into this one, but for now, we're through the top half of the 6th here at Red Wilson Field. The Red Sox lead the Mariners 11-0, looking for their 2nd straight win. We'll be right back. Bottom half of the 6th inning, Whitey Red Sox leading the Harwich Mariners by plenty, 11-0. Red Sox will have 9-1-2 in their order. Gunnar Goldsmith, Luke Schliger, and Simon Reed will hit for the first time against a new arm for the Mariners. Get you that name in just a second as soon as we actually figure out who's pitching. It's Drew Conover, the right-hander out of Rutgers. In his 2nd appearance for the Mariners this year, through 2 1/3 scoreless relief against Chatham in Chatham on June the 13th. And before we get underway here in the bottom of the 6th, we'll get you your daily home game trivia question. 6th inning trivia means that you can win big with the Red Sox. Go to whiteyredsox.com/trivia to submit your answer before the next Red Sox home game, which is not until Tuesday. So you'll have some time on this one. And your question rather, for today: which 2 players from the 2010 Whitey Red Sox team later played for the San Francisco Giants? Some former Giants, some former Red Sox who have suited up for the Giants. Be sure to answer at whiteyredsox.com/trivia before the next Red Sox home game, which is Tuesday. Also means that in just a minute we can give you the answer to yesterday's trivia question, which we'll remind you in just a minute. Gunnar Goldsmith against the right-hander Drew Conover. Getting us underway here in the home half of the 6th. The first pitch, I think that was a cross-up because it was away and went to the backstop, and immediately Tatum Levins, who didn't catch it, goes out to talk to his young right-hander. Conover transferring over to Rutgers for this upcoming academic year from Seton Hall. A New Jersey native out of Pittstown. Stands 6'5", 190. Stands slightly closed off on a 1-0. Rolled softly right side, Corona charging Underhand flip to first. Close play. Got him by a half strike. Get you a look around the league is Luke Schliger now bats. Carlo, what do we got?
Bottom of the 7th, Chatham and Brewster are tied at Stony Brook 1-1. Top 5 at Hyannis. Katuitt with a 2-1 lead over Hyannis.
First one here to Luke Schliger. Misses down and away.
Top 4th in Wareham, where the Gatemen have a 3-0 lead over the Falmouth Commodores and just get going at Eldridge Park. 2-0 lead for the Orleans Firebirds over the Bourne Braves.
1-0 to Luke. Chopped right side again. Corona charging out towards the first base bag. Another underhand flip. This one in more time. That's your second out.
And Sam, so far, of course, early in a lot of those games, YD is outscoring the rest of the Cape combined. 10 runs for everybody else, 11 for YD today.
We're really showing off the math skills today.
You know, a lot of numbers we've had to keep track of.
Simon Reed stepping in for YD, his first at bat. First one, a left-handed hitter, is chopped over the mound. And Corona charges, fields, fires, and gets Reed by a step. 4 threes on your scorecard. As Danny Corona with a very busy inning over at second base. The Red Sox go in order. Hold their 11-0 lead going to the back third of this one. New arm coming in for the Red Sox will be Ivan Romero. And to take you home will be Carlo Jimenez. We'll be right back on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.
Welcome back to Red Wilson Field. Carlo Jimenez alongside Sam Lebowitz. No summer in YD Red Sox Nation would be complete without our youth baseball clinics where boys and girls ages 5 and up can learn the game of baseball and the importance of sportsmanship. Kids get to master the fundamentals of the game and sharpen their skills in a fun baseball camp taught by Coach Pickler and the future major leaguers on our roster. For more information, go to ydredsox.com/clinics. This year's youth baseball clinics are proudly sponsored by the Salty Dog Realty Group of Keller Williams, Realty, MP Sports Guard, and Giordano's Family Restaurant. The Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox and all the kids, thank you. New pitcher on the mound. Jared Lyons' night is over. He goes 6 innings, gives up no runs and just 4 hits, and hands the baseball to Ivan Romero, the right-handed pitcher out of San Diego, making his first appearance for the Red Sox. Romero's first batter, Jake Geloff, swings and misses and fouls a pitch back to the screen. The count, no balls and 1 strike. 11-0. The YD Red Sox lead over the Harwich Mariners. 6 in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the fifth. And they tell me that adds up to 11. 0-1 is a fastball at the knees for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes here to Geloff. Romero with a 2.53 ERA for the University of San Diego and 46 and an innings of work. 0-1. Slider misses away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A San Diego team that surprised the WCC, Sam, down to Gonzaga in the West Coast Conference Championship game and earned a bid to the NCAA tournament. 1-2 is a changeup that misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They went to the Corvallis Regional, where eventually the Oregon State Beavers were able to come out victorious. Romero stands facing home plate. 2-2. Changeup just misses low. And the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out as Geloff leads off this 7th inning. It will be him, then Groover, and following Lavari. Romero stands facing home plate. Comes set. Kick side. 3-2. Strike 3 at the knees. Changeup finds the zone. And Ivan Romero's Cape Cod Baseball League experience begins with a strikeout as he downs Geloff.
Playing left field, number 7, North Carolina State.
That is the 6th strikeout recorded by a YD pitcher today. And here's Gino Groover for the Harwich Mariners. 2 with 1 out and the base is empty. The pitch, right-handed batter, takes a slider off the outer edge. 1 ball and no strikes. Wind still blowing hard out to right. Some fans have headed home, trusting YD with the 11-0 lead as the temperatures continue to cool. 1-0. Swinging a foul back over towards concessions. Down the right field line, the count 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, the flag is blowing harder than we've seen all season. Straight out to right field from left. Gusting winds. Here's the 1-1. Changeup. Misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Groover singled, reached 3rd in the 5th. Did not come around to score. Out of NC State. 2-1. Hit on the ground softly to short. Long run for the shortstop, Gunnar Goldsmith. He gloves belt high from the infield grass in time to first. Gunnar with a long run as he guns down Gino Groover. And there's 2 away. Now Kenny Lavari comes to the plate with YD's 11-0 lead. Visitor half of the 7th inning and 2 away. Well, Sam, a good day to be a Red Sox. Everybody in that dugout who can swing a bat has done so. First pitch to lefty Lavari. He checks his swing, takes a ball in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes.
Vibes are high, Carlo. It just seems like after they got that first win yesterday in dramatic fashion, the pressure's off. They're just playing their game now. And they have played a very, very clean game.
1-0 is a slider that drops in for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I'd say clean on their side, a little sloppier on the Mariners' side with the 7 hit by pitches, a couple of errors.
1-1, and a breaking ball misses away. 2-1.
The Red Sox have taken advantage. They have 9 hits of their own, and it's gotten to a point where Scott Pickler is comfortable getting his reserves into this game, making 4 defensive changes, making 4 changes in his lineup.
2-1, off the end of the bat, foul down the left field line. Yeah, there's currently only 2 guys in the field who are playing the position they were assigned to begin this game, and that's Mike Bovee at 3rd and Luke Schliger in left. Everybody else has either exited the game or has been moved around. 2-2. Change up, hit softly on the ground to 2nd. The second baseman, Roberts, charges, gloves, and lollipop throw to first for the out. That does it. A 1-2-3 inning for Ivan Romero, who begins his Cape League career, setting down the Harwich Mariners in order. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Red Wilson Field. 11-0. YD leads Harwich, and it looks like that's going to do it. Home plate umpire Jeffrey Merzel has called the game. Still plenty of light out, but you imagine the score has to be a factor in why we are ending this early, and so that's going to do it.
Well, sure.
Why not?
In an 11-0 game, it's neither team is really going to gain that much from having to utilize more pitching, and the Red Sox, it's not like they're really going to score any more than this. 11 runs on 9 hits without the aid of an extra base hit. It's quite the performance for the Red Sox.
Both got plenty of action in. We've played over 2 hours. Just feels like at this point, it would be futile to think we could get anything more out of playing more. Well, that's going to do it for us up in the booth. Sam YD able to score 11 runs today, really crank up the offense. They'll be at Bourne tomorrow for a 4 o'clock first pitch, and then also be playing at 7. You'll have that for you for the radio call on the YD YouTube page. We'll step aside. Be sure to check social media. We'll have a post-game interview. Sam Lebowitz will be on the mic to talk to one of our players. YD scores 11 runs, and they're hit by a pitch, a Cape League record 7 times, the most in the last 10 years. For Carlo Jimenez, Sam Lebowitz, and our producer, Zach Clapp, we're saying so long from Red Wilson Field. The Red Sox get their second win in 2 days. They improve to 2-3-1 as they down the Harwich Mariners 11-0. See you tomorrow, 4 o'clock first pitch. YD gets the win, 11-0.